Have you ever felt like the universe or the divine is trying to tell you something? Maybe you keep seeing like the same numbers or the same symbols, or someone mentions exactly what you were just thinking about or trying to come up with a solution to. Someone brings it up out of nowhere. If you have been noticing these signs, or you would like to start noticing these signs, you hear about other people noticing them, I want to welcome you here today. We're going to talk a little more about them. My name is Avery, and I have spent years as a spiritual intuitive working with clients to dive deeper into their own spiritual journey, their personal journey, their personal inner map, and helping them to connect to the more spiritual world that exists within us and all around us and for us. And before we dive in, I offer personal insights through readings, intuitive readings, and weekly insights for everyone in my newsletter. And so you'll find the links in the description below, so check that out, follow along, and get updates and inspiration right to your inbox. Today, we're going to talk about something that can completely transform your life, which is following your own divine path and understanding the synchronicities that guide you. There's lots of things that help to guide us, but today we're going to focus on synchronicities on your divine path. So what exactly is your divine path? It's really this unique journey that we're meant to walk in this lifetime. And now I don't believe that we only have one journey that we're meant to walk, or one option, or one destined life, but I do believe that we have a certain set of desires or yearnings within our soul that are specific to this lifetime, specific to who we are. There are natural things that are really going to light up this soul's unique experience in this one lifetime. So it's deeply personal, and when you're in alignment with it, you start to feel this energy, like life is moving forward, like you're supported. There's both an ease and an excitement. And that's what really kind of lights up our life, instead of just feeling like we're trudging along, trying to make life happen for us, feeling like we're always missing out or looking for something, even though things might be working out, or maybe things are really difficult. Wherever you are, there's a divine path that can unfold, leading you back towards more of your internal blueprint. And synchronicities are ways that we discover that we're more in alignment. What's a synchronicity? Synchronicity is a set of coincidences that have personal meaning to us. And now, sometimes people really doubt that. They're like, well, it could just be a coincidence. And I would say, if it felt potent and powerful in your body, if you feel it here, it's a divine synchronicity. But they don't always mean some life-altering moment. Often they're winks from the universe, or they are really telling us, do this, a nudge pushing you forward. Synchronicities are the ways that the universe communicates with us. Intention is how we communicate with the universe, like, here's what I'm trying to do, here's what I want. And synchronicity is the way that it communicates back. So you may see, a sign that you always love this certain plant, and it shows up on a painting in this office where you're interviewing for a job, or it suddenly shows up on a day when you've been really struggling, and it just reminds you that you're supported. It doesn't always have to be a turning point, but it can be a reminder you are connected to a vast and beautiful universe, and there is support for you. And synchronicities are support reaching us. Synchronicities are the language of the divine. And the first thing we need to develop a greater connection with that and to understand them more is we have to cultivate awareness. We have to stop gaslighting our thought that we could even receive synchronicities, or that they're coming for us, because so many people will tell you that never really happened. That's not real. That's just a coincidence. But you felt it. And when we follow these little synchronized moments, or when we allow them in, we cultivate a deeper listening, and the universe has an easier time reaching us with its guidance. And that allows us to start to flow even deeper into our natural path, into our own internal blueprint, which isn't set entirely, but has major themes, major things that are going to make you feel whole and alive and vibrant and like, yes, this is what I came here to do. And that's what we want. So we have to pay attention to patterns, to repeating things, to things that keep coming back up. Now, we don't have to make major decisions all of a sudden because of them. We need to keep listening, keep going deeper, like you're dating this idea and it's introducing itself to you and it's communicating with you. And so when you see those repeating patterns or someone mentions a book 3 times, read the book. Or at least get the book and see how you feel about it, see what's in there for you. Listen to your body. Your body speaks through physical sensations, and our intuition is communicating in that. Now, everything our body says is not immediately our intuition, but it is communicating and inviting us to pay deeper attention to find out what is. Because I know sometimes my body goes into fear because I have a preconceived notion about something, not because I shouldn't be there. Or it will come up with anxiety, not because I'm not meant to do that thing or talk to that person, but because I have a story in my head that it's going to go poorly, and so it just brings that up. That isn't necessarily my intuition about the situation. It's my intuition about what I'm bringing to the situation. And it's my job to pay attention, tune in a little deeper, calm down, and ask, is this my story or is this my guidance? And so as we get clearer on that, our guidance will become the more natural thing that communicates, and we'll recognize when we are triggered and afraid or when we're getting a deep no or yes in a situation. One of the main things you need to know is trust the process. Trust the process. It's hard to immediately trust, but create a relationship with trust and allow yourself to get deeper on this journey with synchronicity and take aligned action. I know for myself, sometimes I love to receive signs and feel intuitive, but I don't always love to take the action. There's deeper meaning to that we're not going to go into today. But if you can, and there's something available, take the action. Let yourself move forward with that current. And if you're wanting to go deeper and you're wanting to know your own internal soul's blueprint, you want to see more of what's going on within you, you want to connect more spiritually, sign up for my newsletter and definitely check out getting a reading. They're so magical, they're so personal, they're so intuitive, and they often, or almost always, wake up the other person's intuition, not just mine. They allow you to be reflected, seen, and heard so that you can understand maybe where your energy is getting stuck and where it wants to go and what the signs and symbols are meaning, and to reactivate your intuition and connect you deeper. So check that out, or feel free to ask me questions. And just remember, if it feels like a sign, it is. But it's not always a sign of what our mind wants to think. Our hearts and body knows what it means. So ground into your heart and body, trust the signs, and go with the process.